believe it. Never had this on me back the whole of last summer. That's if you could call it a summer.
Ah, well, never have it off your back next week. In Torquay, they don't call it the English Riviera for nothing.
No, it'll be like going abroad without having to talk foreign.
Yeah, just think, eh? This time in a couple of weeks, you'll be lolling under palm trees, long cool drink in your mitts. Makes me wish you was going with you.
I wish you was. Never been away on my own before.
Yeah, a little raver like you. Don't only cramp your style. Hey, supposing you meet some rich old bloke. Who's going to cook me breakfast if you don't come back?
If there are any rich old blokes there, they won't be wanting out to do with a poor old widow woman.
Oh, they would if they tasted your fried bread.
I wonder if I dare splash out on something new. Just for the evening.
Yeah, go on, treat yourself. You deserve it.
Well, it is a proper hotel, you know. I mean, they've got a fully licensed cocktail bar and shaver points in every room. Oh, no. No, I'm being extravagant enough as it is. Still, I did have that nice little windfall, thanks to the lads.
I tell you, you go and treat yourself to a knockout bikini. I mean, when was the last time you had a proper holiday?
Oh, let's see. Must be when me and Stan went to Morecambe. Be all of 10 years back. Poured cats and dogs the whole time. Still, at least we was together.
Well, not raining Torquay, I promise you. It'll be blue skies all the way.
Oh, I forgot. Hot item for your gossip column. Jet setter Mrs. H. Ogden is off to spend her summer vacation in the sun.
That'll get the paparazzi flocking to Central Pier.
She's not going to Blackpool, clever clogs. And don't be such a snob. As a matter of fact, she's going to rather a posh hotel in Torquay, complete with luxuriously appointed colour TV, lounge and snooker room.
Well, the last one will come in handy. Did she give me the money?
Yeah, as it happens. Some old dear's left her a desk or something that's turned out to be worth quite a bit.
Oh. Maybe we should have hung on to Uncle Albert Cyborg for another couple of years. Might have got a Caribbean cruise out of it.
We, could still go, you know, love.
Cruise?
No, of course not. I know we're still very broke from the twins' 21st, but... well, maybe we could manage just a little break. I reckon we could both do with it.
Yeah, I reckon we could. When were you thinking of?
Could try for Whit, or maybe that's a bit late. Or else when Tracy breaks up for the summer. Oh, love, wouldn't it be smashing? I'd not care where we went. I'd not even be fussy for a snooker room. Just as long as the three of us could relax together and be silly.
Like we used to, you mean?
Yeah.
Talking about Uncle Albert, I'm glad about one thing. He wasn't around to see all this. It would have broken his poor old heart.
Like it's damn near broken yours. Love, I know you said it was my choice, but do you really not mind if I go?
You mustn't you? Somebody's got to make sure Chief Bridesmaid doesn't trot up the aisle with ice lolly round her mouth. Right. I'll pop into the travel agent in the lunch hour and pick up some brochures. Where would you fancy, madam? Martinique, Acapulco, Colwyn Bay? Anywhere. As long as it doesn't cost more than 50 quid. As Hilda would say, the world is your lobster.
Shift your feet, then.
So when's the due, then?
And his train gets in about 12:30, so I suppose he'll be in about 1, won't he? Hey, I wonder if he's had out to eat.
Oh, your back door was open.
Hello, Hilda. I could always make him something on toast, couldn't I? Because I'm having a big spread tonight, you know, Brian and Gail's coming round. Oh, I hope he likes pork.
I was wondering if you'd ever been away on your own, you know, since your birth.
Look, Harry, stop going on about his belly. With his money, he's probably had a big nosh up in style on British Rail.
Who says he's got money?
Well, they all have, haven't they? They work like the clappers, you know, sharing them sheep. And they earn as much in 6 weeks as we do in 6 months.
Speaking of travelling, I'm going on holiday in a week or two to Torquay.
Oh, that'd be nice, Hilda. Since when were you such an expert on Australia, Duckworth?
I watched Thornbirds, didn't I? Oh, I wonder if he's like Richard Chamberlain.
He played a Catholic priest, and personally, I thought it were in very poor taste.
Oh, no. Do you know, it was smashing. Even made me think about changing my faith.
What faith?
Only you see, I've never been away on my own before. And I was wondering, like, for instance, do folk talk to you? Say of an evening when you sat in the cocktail bar?
You what? Oh, I'm sorry, Hilda. Listen, I've not had a chance a solo trip yet, but don't worry, love, I'm sure you'll be fine.
Oh.
I'll just go and lock that back door.
Well, I'm not worried. I'm quite looking forward to it. Well, it says they've got a wide range of excellent cuisine in the large and sunny dining room.
That should be nice, Hilda.
Look, there you are, Ivy. Stop faffing about. Just send this Aussie friend off with Hilda.
You know what is not cool? There ain't not no justice in this world.
Not very original, not to mention ungrammatical, but I think I know what you mean.
Darling.
Dentist.
I mean, there he is, El Thicko. Gold medallions, 3-litre Capri, and I'm twice as bright as what he is, and what have I got?
I've got 8 O's and 2 A's, and what have I got?
Who's a thicko?
Bloke we've just helped move into his flat.
New penthouse flat.
Well, according to him, it's a penthouse flat. According to me, it's a converted attic.
Oh, yeah. Sunken living area, built-in hi-fi, jacuzzi, not to mention one of them Japanese futon things.
What's that?
Latest thing in trendy beds. Looks like something you'd peel off the wall of a padded cell.
Yeah, well, whatever it is, it costs a bomb.
So, how come he's got all that then if he's such a thicko?
2 possible answers spring to mind, my son. Either he's got a rich daddy, or he's bent.
Oh, give over, Teddy. You're just jealous.
Too right, sunshine, and so are you.
No, I'm not. Not really. I mean, who wants to pose around in clanky medallions?
Why all the green eyes anyway? Fanny Breast Father's not changed her mind about buying Mrs. O's whatnot, has she?
Oh, no, she's not changed her mind.
You've done the deal then?
Yeah, we've done the deal, all right.
Good, because Mrs. O's chuffed her little mint balls over this holiday.
Yeah, I know she is, but I mean, it can't cost an arm and a leg, can it? I mean, a week for one.
Oh, I don't know, it's not a dump she's booked at. Plus she's got to buy new clothes to take with her. So if Fanny thing is coughed up, what's the problem?
Oh, there's no problem, is there, Terry?
As long as you can do it on another 50 quid, no?
50?
Look, we've already subbed the 40, that's 90 quid in all. It's definitely not to be sneezed at. We only got 110 quid for the flaming thing.
You promised her nearly 400. She spent her savings on the strength of it.
Yes, well, the budgeted cash flow hasn't quite reached the level anticipated, has it?
If you're saying you're strapped for cash, go and see your pal Wally Thicko. But don't try letting Mrs. O down.
But relax, you've time for a quick. Trains are always late anyhow, kid. Right, madam, if you don't simmer down, you're going to blow a gasket. Two lagers.
No, not for me, Betty.
Do you know, you think she'd invited royalty instead of entertaining a cardinal?
How long is it since you actually saw him, Ivy? 16 years. Right, scraggy little kid with acne when they emigrated.
Oh, like Richard Chamberlain now.
But she flipped.
Oh, you know she's flipped when she starts talking sense like everybody else. Listen, I've got to go because
What is your fantastic plat du jour today, my dear?
if you mean my special, it's hot pot and it's fresh made.
Oh, sounds marvellous. I'll have a basin for that.
Hey, me and girls were discussing what to buy for a wedding present, Mr. Baldwin.
Oh, well, that's very kind of you, Vera, but whatever it is, I'm sure will be most appreciated.
Yeah. Well, if you're a proper guest, you get a list, don't you, to give you some idea. Suppose I could have asked Hilda, she'd have one, having an official invite.
Oh, I see. So you think I'm neglecting the rest of my workforce, do you? What about you, then, Ivy?
Oh, no, of course not, Mr. Baldwin. I mean, you can't be expected to invite entire staff, can you?
Well, why not? If you're invited to chow, why can't we go? Smacks of favouritism and unfair practice to me, does that?
Well, not that I have to justify my guest list to you, but Hilda, well, she's a special case.
Yeah, nutcase.
However, I was going to invite you, Mob, to a pre-wedding drink and then come along to church on the day.
And then dock us pay for having an hour off.
Morning.
Eh?
I'm thinking of closing the factory for the morning. I wasn't expecting to get your work done anyway. And no, I was not going to dock your pay. But if, however, you deem in your wisdom that is one of my unfair practices, I humbly will have to withdraw the suggestion. But let me know, all right?
Well,
Now, that looks nice. Yeah.
Never learn, do you, Paul Snout? Honest. Anyway, I still have to get going because I don't want him stood on my doorstep after he's come all this way. OK, lasses?
Gloria, love it. Do you think you could nip to Alf's? That's the last of the red cabbage.
Yeah, sure. Anything else while I'm at it?
No, love it. No.
Terry, what are we going to do? Look, we'll do what we said we was going to do. We'll give her a fair share of the proceeds, 90 quid.
It's not on, Terry. We can't let the lady down.
Oh, you are sweet. He's a gent, your pal.
If I'm so sweet and such a gent, how come you never get driven into a wild frenzy over me manly body?
You've got to have patience, Curly.
Or a manly body.
Yeah, very good. So how about it?
Listen, just change the record, eh?
No, we've got to sort it out. Kev's right. We did crack on and we thought we were going to let more for it.
Look, people have to get used to life's little disappointments, don't they? I have, you have, we all have.
This is Mrs. Ogden we're talking about, not you or me or Wally Thicko. Her life's nothing but flaming disappointments.
All right, all right.
Right, so she can have the full 110 quid plus our share.
Less the 40 quid we've already given her.
Including the 40 quid we've given her, otherwise she's going to be still short.
Surely that's our own money.
So what? It'll teach us to be more cautious in future, won't it? Won't it?
Are you sure that will do? Or do you want me to flog the shirt off me back? Chip that in and all, eh?
Robert, you can tie me kangaroo down any time, sport.
All right, isn't it?
Ali Ivy?
Ian? I don't believe it is never. Oh. Well, come on in. Don't stand on doorstep. Sorry, girls. Peep yours have a love.
Do you know, and she cracked onto me that it was a scraggy little kid with spots.
Well, that's because she didn't want your Jack tearing him limb from limb. I mean, we all know he's like a tiger when he's jealous.
She's amazing, is Vera.
Well, that's one thing that hasn't changed about the good old north of England. Mum still goes on about nosy neighbours.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. I'll tell you what, 10 more minutes of Vera and you'll be glad you've emigrated. Now then, are you sure that I can't make you something to eat? It's no bother.
Now, come on, sit down. You've been jumping around since I got here. Now, I told you, Annie, Ivy, I had some grub on the train.
I can't get over how you've grown, you know. I think you're a bit big to be calling me auntie. Ivy will do it.
Fine by me.
Oh, excuse me a minute.
He's not here yet, is he? Only I just grabbed a couple of minutes to bring this round for tonight before you start going to any trouble.
Gail, this is Ian. Ian, this is Gail, my daughter-in-law.
G'day, Gail. Pleased to meet you.
Hello. Likewise.
He's already had the red carpet welcome out from Vera, unfortunately.
There's no need to apologise, Ivy. In fact, I reckon I'm going to quite enjoy being the visiting celebrity. Have all the local ladies queuing up for a kiss, eh, cousin?
Yeah, well, I can't stop. I've got to get back to work. See you later.
Pimple!
Hi, Snogger!
Good to see you.
Yeah, great to see you.
You'd never have recognised him, would you?
What about this one? Young Snogger, an old married man. Who'd have believed that?
He's an old married man with a strapping young son, aren't you, Snogger?
A lot of stuff to catch up on, eh, bro?
Yeah, plenty of chance tonight, mate. I just popped in to say hello.
Yeah, I've got to get back to work as well. I'll see you later.
Yeah, you can bet on that, mate. Pretty little wife you got yourself there, Brian?
Thanks, Kev.
I'll run myself off. You know what she's going to think, don't you? She's going to think you've diddled her.
Well, we'll show her the flaming receipt, won't we?
Receipts can be fixed.
Listen, are you saying that this one was?
No, I was just saying it could be.
Oh, thanks.
Cheers, love.
Cheers. Deirdre, about Susan.
Emily, fond as I am of the girl, could we please talk about something else? Save the whale, price of cauliflowers, anything.
You didn't tell me what Ken thought about my idea that she should get married from my house.
Well, if you want the truth, he said he could do without balmy suggestions like that. In fact, he accused the pair of us of subtle treachery. Yeah, that was it. Subtle flipping treachery.
What on earth did he mean by that?
Well, he reckoned the plan was to get round him with an overdose of sentimentality. Our cunning strategy, according to him, was that if he actually saw Susan getting into the wedding car practically outside the house, he couldn't avoid caving in.
I realised it was only a compromise, but I did think it might be better than nothing. I was only trying to help.
Yeah, well, thanks very much, Emily, but I wish you hadn't bothered. Anyway, back to the grind. See you, love.
Oh, just the person I wanted.
Oh.
Yes, sir. You see, I'm going on holiday in a couple of weeks. Torquay.
Lovely.
And the thing is, well, with you having been on your own longer than me, I wondered if you could give me any little hints, like, you know, say, for instance, do I tip the waitress every time she fetches me my dinner?
What? Oh, no, something at the end of your stay should suffice.
Oh, I see, right. And would you reckon they'll all be in couples, or will there be other folk undetached?
Oh, I really couldn't say, Mrs. Ogden. It's all in the look of the draw. I'm sure you'll enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I'm sure I will.
Hey, he's a bit young for Bet, isn't he?
Who's talking about Bet? I'm talking about you. If he doesn't get you going, you're not the girl I think you are.
Oh, you daft devil. Hey, Hilda, this'll tickle you. Glory's just fallen madly in love with Ivy's nephew from Australia.
He's just got here and he's a right little dish. Oh, yeah. Betty, could I have a word?
Yes, lovely. Excuse me a minute. Yes, love.
You see, the thing is, I'm going away in a week or two. And, well, with you being on your own, same as me...
Oh, I've already planned my holiday, love. I'm going to see our Gordon, you know, back end of the summer.
Oh, no. What I meant was, perhaps you'd have some idea of what it's like on your own.
Oh, I'd never be brave enough to risk it, love, among all them strangers. Oh, no, if I don't go to our Gordons, I shall stay at home. No. Yes, lovely.
Mrs. O, have you got a minute? The boys want a word.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Mrs. O, about the Bureau, due to a misunderstanding on our part, it didn't fetch as much as we thought it would.
Oh, how much did it fetch?
110 quid. Sorry.
Well, it's better than out, isn't it?
I've got the receipt if you'd like to
No,
see.
no, don't bother, lad. I trust you. There's other things more important than money. They're not much, love. I got them from the lady at the gate. There was all she had left. But I don't like coming empty-handed. Tell you the truth, I was coming Sunday as usual, but... Well, I don't know whether you know already. Sometimes I think you sat there in your armchair keeping tabs on me. Thing is, Chuck, I'm going on this holiday to Torquay. The hotel looks lovely. Bit better than that Mrs. Askew's place in Morecambe that time, eh? Do you remember? Smelt of cabbage and she'd only let you have one egg for breakfast. Then you had to leave your room straight after. We had to walk round in the rain till the pubs opened. Hey. This has got a colour television lounge and a proper cocktail bar. Everyone says I'll enjoy myself. Well, I should, being waited on hand and foot and going on outings and that. But, well, I can't say this to no one else, but I know you'll understand. Who will I talk to, Chuck? I won't know a soul. The only other time I've been to a posh hotel was when we won that second honeymoon. Do you remember that, eh? In room 504. Well, I tell you something, Chuck. If I could just have you back here again, you could keep Torquay. I wouldn't care if I never went on holiday again for the rest of my life. Hey, Stan.
I can't wait either. Honeymoon. I used to think that was such a corny word.
Oh, it's a lovely word.
Can be a disappointment to some people, though. Big letdown.
Yes, well, you can hardly say that we're going to be in for any big surprises, can you?
True. Lot to be said for modern ideas.
There is one old-fashioned idea that I still go along with. I think it's unlucky for the bridegroom to see the bride before the wedding.
Here. Will you be wearing one of those blue garters?
You're kinky about flipping garters, you are.
Will you, though, eh? Will you?
Well, if it means that much to you, yeah.
Well, if that is a promise, I will make the ultimate sacrifice. You can spend your pre-wedding night alone. And you get a good night's sleep, because that's the last one you're going to get on your Todd.
Where will you stay?
Oh, I don't know. I'll find some park bench to doss down on somewhere.
Mike.
No, Don and the boys from London are booked into the Portway, so I booked myself in there for the night. All right, madam?
Oh, I'm not so sure. If you spend the night with that crowd, I don't know if you'll turn up.
Well, it's either that or stay here and help you on with your garter. And, thinking of things,
You stay at the Portway. I wouldn't like to miss my own wedding.
You see? Told you he was all right.
Yeah.
What's up?
If you must know, I think he's too pushy.
What does that mean?
He likes you to know he's there.
Oh, for Pete's sake, girl, take that face off, will you? And don't start one of your moves.
And another thing, what's all this snogger business?
It was a joke. We were kids.
Hey, come on, leave them. I'll see to him. Ian's not here for long.
Thanks, man. So, Ian, it's not a bad life out there, then?
Oh, well, it's a plenty sight better than you got here, I can tell you that for nothing.
How would you know? We've got a good business and a nice little house, haven't we, Brian? What's so wonderful about your life in Perth?
Oh, weather, for one thing. I mean, if you were in Perth, at least when you did get your nose out of an engine, you'd know you were living. Weekends, we take the boat, go fishing off Rottnest Island. Oh, you'd love it, mate.
What, you mean you've got a boat?
Oh, it's just a small 35-foot job, you know, motor launch. There we go. Windsurfing, you ever been windsurfing? Oh, it's fantastic. We have barbecues. Hey, mate, do you like picnics? Yeah? How'd you like to eat outside all the time? Hey, you come and stay with me and you can. Now, I'll tell you, mate, it's a better future for young people out there. I mean, this country's dying on its feet.
You know, it makes me sick when people run Britain down. We've still got a lot to be proud of, you know, and a lot to be thankful for.
Steady on, Gail.
Yeah, I just don't want him talking like we live on a rubbish heap, that's all.
Sorry, mate. You know, it's just me and me big Aussie lip. We mates?
I'll put the kettle on.
Yeah, well, we wouldn't let you go all that way to Australia, would we, love? Eh? Who'd your grandma have to sport to death with chocolate biscuits, eh?
I know the type. Hangs around Bondi Beach all day wearing a T-shirt saying lifeguard.
And you wouldn't like a job like that?
Me? What would I want to swap jobs with anybody for when I'm flogging my guts out for £0.5 in a little backstreet yard?
Oh, I thought you were doing all right.
How can I do all right with flaming St. Norman for a partner? All he needs is a bonnet and a tambourine. Still, as long as Hilda brings me back a little stick of rock, eh?
Could I just have another tomato juice, please, Betty?
I'll fetch it over, lovey.
Oh, thank you.
Ken, I know you think I've been sticking my nose
Not
in.
at all, Emily. I told you some time ago. I thought you'd been very diplomatic.
You didn't think it was diplomatic of me to suggest Susan get married from my house. You thought that was a balmy idea.
No, we are.
Oh, thank you,
love.
thank you.
Apparently.
Now, Deirdre had no right to tell you that.
Doesn't matter. I realise now it was a stupid idea. Hadn't thought it through properly.
I'm sorry, Emily.
Oh,
I
I'm
know
not
you
worried about me. It's Deirdre. She's tense, withdrawn. Well, frankly, I think she's been through much more strain than you realise.
Now, that's an idea I do agree with. Which is why I'm taking away on holiday.
Oh.
Nothing fancy of mine, but it's got fresh sea air, somebody else to do the cooking, and above all, it's miles away from here.
All the way from Perth, eh? I'm off on my travels soon. Barbados. You ever been there?
No, I've been to Bali a couple of times down Hong Kong.
Hey, you sound like you enjoy yourself. Right, what can I get you fellas?
Well, played for me.